Hey, what's up guys? In this video, I'm going to break down, as requested, my training program that I'm currently using. So this program is good for beginners to intermediates. And here you can see I left some charts for strength standards for the squat, bench press, deadlift, and press. For men and women, I got this from exrx.net. And these are pretty loose guidelines, but I think they're appropriate. The frequency for the bench and the overhead press is higher in this program than it is in starting strength. Training sessions are very short, lasting anywhere between 30 to 60 minutes. I often finish my workouts within 30 to 45 minutes. The schedule is very flexible and it's very simple and straightforward. So let's get to it. So it's a lower push-pull type of workout. The off days are optional, but you can do lower push-pull off, lower pull-push off, push-pull lower off, whatever you want. It doesn't really matter, but if you do plan to not take the off days, it would probably be better to do lower, pull, and then push, as your pull workout may affect your lower workout. And what makes this program so flexible is that these days aren't assigned to any specific day on the week. This can be on a Monday or a Tuesday or a Wednesday, whatever. You just follow the cycle and you just keep going. Each training session is not locked into a specific day of the week. But say for instance, this was on Monday, Tuesday, and then here, for some reason, you can't get to the gym. There would be an off day, and then you would just continue. Have your pull workout here, and then just continue on. And you can see the week is split into two here. The first half is heavy, the second half is light. On heavy days, you're working with lower reps. Lighter days, you're working with higher reps. So let's get to the exercise selection. To keep it really simple, and I advise this for beginners, just keep the exercises the same for each day. But if you're a little bit more advanced, maybe you want to do low bar squats on heavy day, and then high bar squats on light day, or high bar on heavy day, and then front squats on light day. Then you would want to do a deadlift for the second exercise. Right now I'm doing the conventional deadlift, and I don't like doing high reps with deadlifts, so instead I have Romanian deadlifts over here. And then an optional third exercise. The third exercise should ideally be a heavy barbell movement or just a big compound movement. And then for the accessory work, you want to pick 2 to 3 accessory exercises. And for the lower body, you want to focus on things like hamstrings, abs, or calves. Just focus on whatever you think is your weakness, but I would really recommend that you have some sort of hamstring exercise in there. For the push day, you want to do some sort of bench with the barbell, and you can mess around with the grip. Same idea, maybe you do competition style on heavy day and maybe close grip on light day. Second exercise, some sort of pressing variation with the barbell, either standing or seated. And then the third exercise, which is again optional, I like dips because I have a horizontal press here, vertical press going up, and then a vertical press going down. That's just how I like to do my push days. For the accessory work, my triceps can always use some more work. Lateral raises, my lateral delts can always use more work, especially if you're not on that juicy. To get those delts popping, you may need to do a lot of volume for it. But aside from lateral delts and triceps, you can also work on biceps and posterior delts. Obviously put your tricep work on push days and your bicep work on pull days. And also you can do chest isolation work here as well. Pull day, you want some sort of vertical pull variation, and I do have some variation between the heavy and light days here. So I have weighted pull-ups on heavy day and weighted chin-ups on light day. Second exercise, a horizontal pull variation. I have overhand barbell rows on heavy days and then underhand barbell rows on light days. And then for the third exercise, on heavy days, I have another vertical pull. On light days, I have another horizontal pull. And then for the accessory exercises, as I mentioned before, something for the biceps, and then more lateral raises to get those juicy delts. You can also do face pulls for the posterior delts, but I do plenty of that with my mobility work. For the progression, it's super simple. You add 5 to 10 pounds each week, depending on how it felt. If it felt super easy, then go ahead and add 10 pounds to these exercises here, the main ones. For the light days, especially if you're doing the same exercise, just have at least a 10% difference between the 2 days. So this here would be 90% of whatever I did here. It would just follow along with this progression over here. For the third exercise and all the accessory work, just keeping it super simple, just do 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps. Every single time I do the exercise, I'll try to add a rep. So the first time I do it, I may do 3 sets of 8. The next time I'll do 3 sets of 9. Next week, 3 sets of 10, 3 sets of 11, 3 sets of 12. Once I hit the upper limits, then I'll drop the reps back down to 8 reps, but add weight, and then continue that same style of progression. One thing about deadlifts, with programs like Starting Strength or Ice Cream Fitness, they have you only doing 1 set, which makes sense because deadlifts are very fatiguing, very taxing on your body, and they are hard to recover from. But especially if you do sumo deadlifts, you don't get enough volume, not to overload your body with, but to get enough practice with, to really get good at the lift. So to combat that, I just have back off sets, or what's called reverse pyramid. So what I do the first set is the normal set, then here I'll do 80 to 90% of my first set, and then the third set I'll do 80 to 90% of the second set. So you're just backing the weight off and getting more practice in. But since the weight is lighter, you're not really beating up your body. Timing in the gym, just rest 2 to 3 minutes between sets for the big exercises, for the main exercises. And then for the rest, you can try to superset it. So usually the third exercise, I won't superset as well. But starting here, say for skull crushers and lateral raises, that's super easy to superset. Same thing with incline curls and lateral raises and calf presses and machine crunch. Actually, this could be a giant set right here. And because these exercises don't really affect each other, you may not even need to rest between sets. You can just keep cycling them through until you have done 3 sets for each exercise. And if you do it this way, your training session should last no longer than 60 minutes. If you finish before 60 minutes and you still have some time, you can do some mobility work, cardio, box jumps, long jumps, or just GTFO. For cardio, you can do light cardio every day, but intense cardio should not be done before or after lower days. So don't do it the day before the lower day, and don't do it after your lower workout. Wait until your next workout to do the intense stuff. And just really quickly, I added some examples for the accessory work here. And keep in mind that this is my personal template. For beginners, I really suggest that you keep it simple and have no variation between the heavy and light days. And don't even bother with the third exercise. Remember, add volume or additional exercises as needed. So when you actually stall, that's when you would actually add in more exercises. So keep it simple with 2 main lifts and then some accessory work for now. And even though this plan is super simple, I know people are going to ask me for a template. So here you go. This is an example beginner template that lasts about 5 weeks. So you input your maxes here, then you want to put your accessory work weights here, and then also the weights for your pull exercises here. And you can see it automatically adjusts. And as you can see, each week, 5 pound gets added on to the main lifts. And here you can see between the light and the heavy days, there's a 10% difference. You can see the back offsets for the deadlifts. And then in week 3, for the accessory work, get reduced back down to 8 reps, and the weight increases. On this day, you did 3 sets of 12 with 20 pounds. Here, you're doing 3 sets of 8 with 25 pounds. And then keep building back up. So that's pretty much it. You don't really need a template for this because it's just linear progression. Just add 5 to 10 pounds to whatever you did and just keep track of it in your notes, or use a program like Fitocracy or Gravitus, which I use both of, and you can find the links to my profile down below in the description box. Also, the link for the download for this explanation here and all this stuff. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I hope this was helpful. Maybe you'll try this workout. Maybe you'll come up with your own variations. Maybe you got some ideas from it. If you found this info useful, make sure you like this video. Subscribe for more content like this. Leave some suggestions on what you would like to see in the future in the comment section down below. And until next time, don't forget to put your goddamn weights away!